Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my people for house and I do well. Say we na do Freedom House. I be try subscribe to our channel, watch videos, like, leave a comment, and turn on the notification bell so that in case any new thing come up, una go see them. Una know say we for do Freedom House. We dey bring real and authenticated news, real news where they happen, real gist where they happen within us, where they happen for our surroundings, where they happen for our environment, where they happen for this Nigeria as a whole. Una know say these rape cases don't they go viral. These rape cases don't they go so it don't really bad. That's also everyday news of the year concerning this rape case. So back to news. Man, the 25, defiles 6 years old girl in Ekiti. Not be smarty for this one, no. As be saying a man now, not cause a better person use now, cause a small picking I want sleep with, then I want rape, then I want destroy life. Back to the news. Meanwhile, a 25-year-old man, Segun Ige, has been remanded at the prison by an Edo Ekiti Chief Magistrate's Court for allegedly defying a 6-year-old girl. According to the police prosecutor, Mr. Caleb Lemarin, the defendant committed the offense on June 13 in Oloje, Ekiti. Leramo said the defendant, who lived in the neighborhood, defied the girl when her parents were not around. My people now see as you say these people now, this man for not see where real this girl if the girl parents not be around. As you say the girl parents they around now, the girl for not see be not become victim of these circumstances. My people are beg. If not they come up for house, man, I find better person. One I feel so I feel trust. If not be your mama, it go be your sister. If not be your sister, your care and follow body go where they go. And also not be every time they carry picking go where they go. But I beg. This rape case is not be here. Back to the news. He said the offense contravenes section 31(2) of the Child Rights Law of Ekiti State 2012, urging the court to remand the defendant in the prison pending legal advice from the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions (DPP). The Chief Magistrate, Mr. Abdulhamid Lawa, consequently adjourned the case till July 9. My brother, my sister, and I see and say this case not be small. This rape case not be small, my people. What did they happen for this world? For this our Nigeria? Now Ekiti State, this one for happen. So Ekiti State court remands teenager for raping 4-year-old girl. Now 4 years they see sleep with now. Similarly, back to the news. Similarly, an 18-year-old Kunle Amuju was also remanded by an Ado Ekiti Chief Magistrate Court yesterday in prison in Edo Ekiti over alleged sexual abuse. The police prosecutors, Inspector Monica Ikebilu, told the court that the defendant committed the offense on May 18 in Odo Oru, Ekiti, in Ekiti State, where he sexually abused a 4-year-old girl. The plea of the defendant was also not taken as the Chief Magistrate, Mrs. Ademufuke Anoma, ordered the remand of the defendant in prison pending legal advice. My people, this one big trouble, big wahala for papa mama wey get pikin. Now una go dey look una pikin well una go dey look una pikin well una go dey look una pikin well. It's not easy. Back to another news. Police snap pastor for raping 16-year-old girl in Akwa Ibom State. Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. Akwa Ibom State Police Command has arrested another cleric, one Prophet Namsu Jacob alias Major Prophet Honesty Jesus. Not be smart my people. Now pastor do this one over alleged rape of a 16-year-old girl. This came as a 25-year-old man, Segun Ige, has been remanded by an Edo Ekiti Chief Magistrate Court for allegedly defying a 6-year-old girl. That 6-year-old girl matter what we talk so. Now after that 6-year-old matter we they go put for court. Now this man take on. Pastor, now do this one so. Waiting members want talk. Waiting people want talk for life. Waiting come they preach for him to go sleep with girl. Small pikin. In the name of the personal prophet Noah to Jacob alias Major Prophet Honesty Jesus. Papa God, now you go help us for this one what we do. So back to the news. Akwa Ibom State Command Police Public Relations Officers Nudam Fredericks said an investigation revealed that the victim previously visited the so-called prophet and general overseer of the Living Power of Zion Church at Nedudo, Okon, Eket local government area for counseling and deliverance, but was given an appointment by the suspect to report back on June 23, 2020 for spiritual adoption. He said, consequent upon the appointment, the victim visited the prophet on the scheduled date, and while she was in the prophet's counseling room, the suspect administered an intoxicating liquid substance to the victim and thereafter took advantage of the victim and had unlawful carnal knowledge of her. People, this one serious. So person go me pastor, me pastor pray for her. He go me pastor talk to her. He go me pastor deliver her for counseling. That pastor sleep with her. So now people, this one hard though. The Commissioner of Police is baffled at this barbaric act and warns sexual predators to desist forthwith or continue to face the wrath of the law. Commissioner talk this one way. I beg my people for house. Mona find the one that they live on a picking. The ones supposed to they carry their picking where I beg. Mona carry on a picking where because this issue thought they come too much. This issue is already getting out of hand. How can a pastor sleep and take advantage of a 16-year-old girl who came to meet you for counseling? You no look that picking say this picking feel be like one of my picking for us. No, because the papa people I beg I use them to God beg now. This rape cases not be here. You really the day rampant. I beg if you not the leave children for house, when are the leave the kind of people who not the leave children with, and those who see the waka teenagers. I beg I use them to God beg now. When I see the look at the waka go, not be all pastor they trust, not be all pastor they trust. You yourself will know what they happen. You yourself will know what they happen for this world about rape. Not be everywhere you the enter go without a bigger person. I use Almighty God beg now. Another incident in Nasarawa State. 3-year-old raped. 30-year-old speaking the sleep too. In another incident, a 3-year-old baby was allegedly raped by a 27-year-old man, Ahmadu Yaro, at Adogi community in Lafia local government area of Nasarawa State. Yaro was later arrested and paraded by the Nasarawa State Command of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, NSCDC, for the crime. Now that one, they want you to do that, man. I hope they will come back to this news. 13-year-old girl raped. Another case involved a 42-year-old man, Ahmadu Idris, of Nagbaland village of Noma local government of Adamawa State, who was arrested for raping a 13-year-old girl. I believe they will come back and talk about these cases because the things that we have here are not actually strong enough. I'm sure they will come back and talk about the state. My people for house, I beg, when I try subscribe to our channel. Those of you who don't subscribe, when I do it. Those of you who never subscribe, I mean, when I subscribe, when I like, when I leave a comment, when I view. Papa God now go bless all of us. No say as we dey as I beg, we na dey careful. We dey very, 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 very careful. We dey very, very, very careful. And also most stay safe because this issue of coronavirus never stay finished. My people na do. Those of you who don't subscribe, una do it. The people of Nigeria una do it. Una do it. Those of you who don't subscribe, una do it. The ones who never say subscribe, I Papa God thank you. Say